The Roman Republic once ruled the world, not with kings, but with laws. Generals were servants, senators were masters, and no man was meant to rise above the state. Then came Gaius Julius Caesar. He was not born a king. He was born into debt, into danger, into a Rome tearing itself apart from the inside. While nobles fought for influence, Caesar chose war. He marched north into Gaul, a land of forests, tribes, and endless rebellion. What was meant to be a short campaign became a slaughter that lasted nearly 10 years. Entire armies were erased, cities burned, tribes vanished from history. When it ended, Caesar did not return as a general. He returned as a legend. Rome feared him. The Senate feared him, because behind him now stood something more powerful than any law: loyal soldiers. Veterans who had followed him through mud, blood, and winter. Men who would not abandon him, even if Rome ordered it. The Senate sent its command: disband your army, return alone. Instead, Caesar stood before a small river in northern Italy, the Rubicon. Roman law said no general could cross it with troops. Caesar looked at the water, at his soldiers, and then stepped forward. The die is cast. The army crossed, and Rome's civil war began. Cities surrendered without a fight. Legions defected, former allies fled. Within months, Rome belonged to Caesar. His rival Pompey was hunted across continents and executed. Caesar entered the capital not as a conqueror, but as its owner. He took power, not in name, but in reality. He controlled the army, the courts, the treasury. Statues of him filled the streets. Coins bore his face. The Republic was still spoken of, but it was already dead. The Senate named him dictator for life, and that was when the fear truly began, because Romans had overthrown kings once before, and they swore, never again. Inside marble halls, whispers spread, he wants a crown. He will end Rome. He must be stopped. More than 60 senators joined the plot. Men who dined with him, smiled at him, called him friend. They chose a day, the Ides of March, 44 BC. Caesar walked into the Senate unarmed, unarmored, confident. The first knife struck from behind. He turned, confused. Another blade, then another. Steel from every direction. When he saw one of his closest allies among them, he stopped resisting and fell. At the foot of Pompey's statue, Rome's most powerful man lay dead on the Senate floor. The conspirators raised their bloody knives and shouted, "Rome is free!" They were wrong. Caesar's death did not save the Republic. It destroyed it. The city erupted. The people demanded revenge. Caesar's loyal generals marched. New wars followed. More armies, more massacres. Within years, Rome no longer even pretended. An empire rose where the Republic had stood, ruled by emperors, not senators. Caesar did not live to wear a crown, but his ambition built the throne. Because some men don't just change history, they break it and force the world to rebuild around their name.